Hello everyone, it's Vicki here today, designing for Simple Stories, and I am using the Say Cheese at the Park collection, but I'm focusing on Say Cheese Frontier at the Park, which is all about the cowboys and pirates. And I have a photo here of me and some friends who went to Disney together, and we're having a photo with Woody and Jess from Toy Story. So I thought this would be really good with this collection. And I take these two papers here and I want to just put a line down the side of my page. I'm going to use that as a feature and you'll see how that goes. So just rip the pieces and I'm going to stick them down to the page. So quite easy. I do this quite often with torn paper and I think it gives a nice effect. So there we go. So those stars sticking out from behind that wood grain I think looks really nice. Okay, that's that, and my photo is going to go there, and I'm just going to go through all these bits and pieces from the Frontier at the park, and I'm going to just pick out some that I might want to use at the moment. I don't use all of them, but I'm just picking out a few. And quite a few of the pieces that I choose are brown, and I don't want this to be too brown, so I just need to be aware of that in my head. So I'm trying to choose all the sort of cowboy related bits and pieces. There's lots of pirate and ghost pieces on there as well, but I just want the cowboy related. So I've got the cowboy hat from Woody and the one that's like Jess's hat and cactus and I think I used the barrel and there we go, the little cowgirl shirt, a banjo, all those things that can be related to cowboys. So that's what I'm using here. And this one puffy sticker set is from Say Cheese at the Park. This is the main kit. And I wanted to use this title that says Say Cheese. I think it looks really nice with my photo there. So everything else I use, I think, oh no, there is something else I use from Say Cheese at the Park and I'll let you know when I get to that. So I've picked out a fair few pieces here and I'm going to think about how I will ultimately arrange them. So that's what I'm doing now. There's a nice fly buzzing around my head now. He's picked a perfect time to come and interrupt my video, right? Oh, actually it may be a wasp. Yeah, it looks like it's a wasp. I'll be fine. If I suddenly disappear, you'll know that it got me. Okay, so just moving all those bits and pieces around. I've got this little chipboard train here, which I'm going to use instead of the die cut train, just for a bit of extra dimension. And yeah, just sort of think about what I could do here. I cut this piece here that says the Wild West. I just cut the sign off of that. I don't want the whole piece, so that's just a way of using die cuts in a different way. You can just cut the piece out that you want to use, and that says the Wild West. So I thought that was quite sweet, and that can go down at the bottom with the little set there. Okay. I'm going to put that tag, I decided to put that tag over on the right so that I sort of get those pieces going right over to the side there. I'm going to sort of almost link them up. So little barrels going there. I'm putting talcum powder on the back of those foam pieces because I don't want them to stick to the page yet. I might move them around, so that's what I do when I don't want to stick them yet. And then I just use glue to stick them. Okay, so I'm going to put some paper on the back of my photo, just this same star paper that was on, that's gone down the side. You don't see much of this in the final layout, but it's just a little mat that I thought would look quite nice behind the photo. That wasp is still flying around my head. luckily I'm not too scared. So this is the other thing that I use from the main Say Cheese at the Park collection, and that's these little tickets. There's sort of a ticket for each section of the park, and I am just going to use those to tuck in here to tie together between the cowgirl outfit at the bottom and the photo, just to fill that line up. And I think they look really sweet there. All the colours are in the Say Cheese title, so it works perfectly. Okay, what am I thinking now? I'm not sure. I'm obviously thinking maybe my husband's asking me a question. Here we go. I'm back. Okay, so I pull out a couple more embellishments from here. I think about using this leaf with the acorns on. I don't think I do use that ultimately, but I do use a sticker, I think, instead. Okay, so I pull out the sticker book, and I'm looking at the frontier section of the sticker book. This is also from the Say Cheese at the Park collection, actually. This is the main sticker book, and it has a section for each of the collections has its own little section in the sticker book. And I'm going to use that little cactus on top of the barrel there. I think that looks quite sweet. So I'm going to start to glue things down because I like the way this looks now, and it's always best to stick it down while you like it. I'm going to put some foam on the back of the Wild West label there, so that pops off the page. There's lots of dimension going on. And I'm going to stick this down over here, little tag in the barrel and the cactus. And that goes on there and makes a little cluster quite nicely. So just making sure everything sticks down, and I'm going to stick the tickets. I'm just sticking them at the ends so that the edges will flick up. So I'm just going to put some little folds in the corner just to add a bit of texture and dimension there. That looks quite sweet. Okay. Next stop is the photo. I'm going to stick the photo to the mat, and then I'm going to put some foam on the back. I've got all these offcuts of foam which I'm trying diligently to use up because I was starting a new piece every couple of layouts, and I ended up with all these little pieces that I was keeping. So now I'm diligently trying to use those rather than cut up new ones for sticking photos. No one sees it, so the multicolour doesn't matter. So there we go. So I'm going to use some double-sided tape to stick that down. There's no mixed media below it, so I'm quite happy with just the tape. If there was mixed media, I'd quite often put glue as well, but I'm quite happy with that. Bit of tape, bits of foam on the bottom of this foam sticker here, only because the top is going to rest on the photo. So I just wanted the bottom to stick, to have something, to pop it up as well. And the cactus, again, the bit on the photo has no foam, but the bit hanging off needs to have the foam. And then the little chipboard train. I think that little line looks really cute there. So I'm just trying to figure out where to put these other bits and pieces. I love the bullseye. I love the pop of red that's in this colour, this kit. I think it's really nice. There we go, bullseye. And I like these little, like a guitar and a banjo. I think they look really cute. So they're going next to the photo, the guitar underneath and the banjo on top. Very sweet, I think. And what else have we got in here? I'm going to use some of these brads, and they're going to go just tuck in around the place. One of them says the Wild West, another is just like the black and white cowgirl, and a bullseye in there as well. There's so much in this collection. I could go on forever, and this is just one of them. Frontier, that sticker says Frontier that I've just put in there, and then this one says Bullseye that's going at the top. Oh no, that one's the Wild Wild West at the top of the photo, and then I put a red one, a red bullseye one in on the right as well. Cute bit of red over there, like that. There's the leaf that I'm going to put in. That's from the sticker sheet there, and I like the way that looks. And a bit of string for the tag, of course. I can never leave a tag without some string in. So I think that always just finishes off the look of a tag if you've got some string in there. And it also pulls the tag across to finish that horizontal look. Okay. Just looking at my stickers and figuring what else I'm going to put on here. Another cactus. I think about putting it on the side here, but I can't really make that work. And in the end, I put it at the bottom above the Wild West sign, and I like how it looks right there. Just curl up the edges for a bit of extra texture. One more little brad in there, rather than a sticker. So I like that. It's just like a wagon wheel. And I'm going to just draw some lines around the edge of my brown paper. They don't really show very well, but so they weren't really needed, but I just thought that it might add a bit of a pop around the edges. And that's it. Off camera, I did add a few enamel dots, which you can see there's 3 little batches of enamel dots. The close-ups are coming as well for you to have a look at. Please do let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them. But this collection, just to remind you, is Say Cheese at the Park and Say Cheese Frontier at the Park. There are other kits available for Fantasy and Tomorrow and Adventure if you want to check those out as well. But in the meantime, this has been Vicky for Simple Stories. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.